Hey everyone, welcome to Relatively Refined. My name is Paula. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a really fun thrift haul. I'll also share an easy and wonderful little craft that you can do and give as Christmas gifts. And then finally, I'll be talking about our themed gift boxes and what is in those. People have been asking. All right, everyone, let's get started. If you're a thrifter, then you know that your luck comes in waves. And so sometimes you'll go for weeks without finding any goodies, and then sometimes you'll find something fabulous every time you go for a period of time. So I have had some good luck recently, and I have a table full of goodies that I wanted to share with you. Most of which I'm probably going to be keeping for myself to use in my own home, but there may be one or two items that will show up on our online shop. And if you don't know, we have a shop. It's www.relativelyrefined.com, and I'll put that address right down here on the screen as well as in the description box below. So I mentioned in my last video that I absolutely love the brown drip pottery dishes that my Grandma Bunny used for her good dishes. Hers happened to be false graph. But I do know that other makers, Hull and McCoy, also made the brown drip. So I am on the hunt for, in particular, the false graph brown drip, although I'll take any brown drip I can find. But I happened to see on Facebook Marketplace that a woman was selling a lot of kind of mismatched pieces of brown drip, and it was an excellent price. I think it was $35 for this whole lot, but I had to drive to pick it up. But it was a beautiful day when I went to pick it up, and I could not be happier with what I got. So let me share with you what was in that assortment of brown drip. So there were 3 of the bread plates. And my goal is really to get a set of 8 so that I can serve Thanksgiving dinner to my family and anybody else who happens to join us using these dishes. But anyway, here's a close-up of them. So there were 3 of the bread plates. There were 4 of the bowls, like this, and here's the mark on the bottom. It's kind of a stamped mark. Here are 4 of the bowls. There were 7 sets of cups and saucers. Really cute. I can't wait to drink coffee and eat pumpkin pie after Thanksgiving dinner using these dishes. So there were 7 of those. And then there was the set of cream and sugar, the creamer and the sugar dish, and the lid was intact. And all of these were in perfect condition. There were no chips or cracks in any of them. And then finally, the salt and pepper shakers. Really, really cute. So I am now on the hunt for more pieces to round out my set and to collect a full set of service for 8. So that was what I got from Facebook Marketplace. Then in my little charity thrift store that I really enjoy going to, I happened to find this divided dish. So pretty. It would be perfect for crackers and cheese or hors d'oeuvres, finger foods. And I think I paid $1 for this. So that was another great find. Let's set that down. At that same charity thrift store, I found these beautiful, they're very delicate, so I'll hold one up. Just 2 of these really beautiful cups and saucers. They have this gorgeous blue and cream and gold design on them. Let me put my glasses on and see if I can see. They are Royal Danube, and here is the back stamp. Hold that up for you. See if I can get it out the glare. There we go. But how beautiful is that? And these were in perfect condition. And as I said, there were 2 cups and 2 saucers. And I'm not one to pass up some unusual teacups and saucers. And I had not ever seen that pattern before anywhere, honestly. And of course, you know, the blue and white. I was immediately drawn to it. So I got those, and they were $1 for each set, so $2 total. Let's see. On the way to pick up the fall scrap, I stopped at a little yard sale, and I got a couple of items at this yard sale. The first one I got was this little vintage picture frame. And then this is something I absolutely love. When I turned it around, on the back, there was a Post-it note, and it said, "This is an antique from England." So I don't know if it was belonged to the woman who was selling it or a relative or what, but I just thought it was so dainty and so adorable. And then to find that note on the back was like a special treat. So I picked up that. And then I love Tollware trays. So I got this little tiny Tollware tray with the hand-painted violets on it. Isn't that beautiful? It's black, the classic black Tollware with the gold trim, and then the violets. And it's a really petite little size. I love it. So from this same lady, I got this tray, the picture, and then the last thing I got from her was this little chalkware terrier. Isn't he so cute? And on the bottom of this, it says Union Bridge, May 1940, written in pencil. And then there's also a sticker. It looks like from maybe an antique booth in there. It says Chalk Dog, $18. So I got these 3 items from her, and I paid $10 for all 3 of those items, which I thought was a great deal. The little dog is in remarkably good condition for chalkware because this stuff is very fragile. And from 1940 to now, to only have a few little chips in him, I think he's precious. So I was very, very happy to find him. We set this down. From my local Goodwill, I picked up this Martha Stewart Menus for Entertaining book. I always pick up, I love Martha Stewart, and I always pick up her cookbooks or any of her books because they have beautiful photographs and they're always really inspirational. So whenever I see them, if they're, a reasonable price, obviously, I will pick them up. And I did not have this one, so I was excited to get that. And in my Goodwill, hardback books are $1.99. So I paid $1.99 for that. Also at Goodwill, I found this little blue and white planter. I am propagating a couple of my plants, so I needed some small planters to get them started in, and I thought this was so cute. And this was, I think it was $1.99 for that. All right, I'm running out of room here. At I think it was my little thrift store, I found another Toll tray, and if you've watched my fall home tour, Fall Decorate with Me, you've already seen where I've put this. And if I have any of these things out and styled, I will show you where they are at the end of this video. But this was really cute, and this was $1. And it's not in the best shape or anything. It does have a little, a little bit of damage on the back, but I just thought it was so pretty. So, and the beautiful green color. And then a few videos back, I found a white iron, like chippy white painted iron wall sconce, which I thought would be perfect for my friend Kim of the Painted Cottage. And so I dropped it off at her house. She just lives around the corner from me, and she loved it. And so as a thank you, she gave me this really sweet little stoneware pitcher, which I absolutely love. Now, this is a piece of my mum chrysanthemum that broke off, so I put it in this pitcher. I think it looks very sweet in there. But how cute is that? So nice of her. So thank you, Kim, if you're watching. I absolutely love that. And then also from Goodwill, I found a set of 4 of these King's Crown thumbprint glasses with the flashed on ruby top. I love these glasses. They're not particularly valuable, but I think they look so beautiful on a Christmas or Thanksgiving table. So I found a set of 4 of them, and glasses at my Goodwill are 59 cents each. So I got them, for like $2 and something. So an excellent deal. I am now going to be looking for 4 more if I see them somewhere, because I would like to collect a set of 8 so that I can use them on my Christmas and Thanksgiving table. I think they'll look really beautiful, especially with my green transferware. Even with the brown drip, the red is a beautiful pop of color on a Thanksgiving table. Okay. Then I was just at the Goodwill with my daughter yesterday, and I picked up these dishes. I got a set of 4 of these beautiful bowls. Now, I don't know if it's going to come off on camera. Is the beautiful, like, sort of shell pink it is. It's absolutely so beautiful. It's a very light pink with a platinum band around the edge and these florals. And it's shell pink by Royal China Company, Sebring, Ohio. And the pattern is springtime. And there is the back stamp. I could not pass these up. They are so beautiful. Now, there are no chips. I don't think there are any chips on any of them. There may be a small chip or two. They're not in perfect condition. So initially, I was going to list them on the shop if anybody was interested. But as they are not in pristine condition, I'm thinking maybe I will keep them for myself. So I got a set of 4 of these beautiful pink bowls. How sweet would these be on a spring tea table? I think I'm convincing myself to keep them. But anyway, we shall see. And then there were a set of 4 of these little dessert plates. And again, it's a gorgeous, like, baby blush pink color with these pretty little flowers. And you can see that there are some utensil marks. And I think on this one, on the back, there's a small little chip right there. So as I said, they're not in perfect condition. They're perfect enough for me, but they're not in perfect condition. So I think I'll probably keep them for myself rather than listing them on the shop. And then I'm going to have to reach over. So hang on one second while I reach over and grab this. Okay. All right. So at the last item I want to share with you is this beautiful, let me get the lid on here. It's quite heavy. Denby pottery covered casserole. How beautiful is that? It is absolutely perfect. There are no chips or cracks. Here's the close-up of the floral pattern on the lid. And as you can see, I don't think this was ever used. The inside is perfect. And there is the bottom stamp that says Denby Pottery, made in England. I love Denby pottery. I have some other pieces of Denby, and I don't know, this is a beautiful piece, and I would love to list it on the shop if anyone is interested in it. It's very heavy, so that's what makes me reluctant, because the shipping, I think, would be really tough. So most likely I will keep this, but I think this would look beautiful styled on a hutch, or you know, just on your stovetop for the fall. The colors are absolutely beautiful. So that is my haul. I've collected these things over the past couple of weeks, some of which I have had for a while and I had just forgotten to share in a haul. But I hope you enjoyed seeing this. I'm excited to use these. I'm particularly excited about my brown drip pottery. And what I'll do now is, if I have any of these things styled in my home, I will insert some footage of how I am using them.
I replaced the beautiful tea set that my mom gave me from Williams-Sonoma with this brown drip cream and sugar and the brown teapot. The other tea set is absolutely gorgeous, but I thought for the fall it would be lovely to have the brown drip and then the brown glazed teapot right there. Here's a peek at the stoneware pitcher that my friend Kim gave me. I stuck those mum flowers in there. This was actually a piece that broke off from the mum that's at my front door. Taking a peek inside my cabinet, you can see those beautiful blue and white and gold teacups right next to my most favorite Belique teacup. And here's where I tucked the King's Crown ruby glasses. I'm really hoping that I can find 4 more before Thanksgiving. And here's the little chalkware doll sitting right next to that cute teapot and those flowers. And then, of course, on the back of my stove is where I put this beautiful Tolware tray. I think that pop of color is just what was needed back there.
So here's what we need to make the soap. I have 2 blocks, 1 pound each, of goat's milk soap base. This is the meltable kind, and I got that off of Amazon, so I'll link that. Then I've got my lavender flowers, honey. This is an essential oil that is oat milk and honey scented. And then over here, I have the silicone molds for the soap. So we're going to get started melting this soap over a double boiler, and I'm going to chop it up into smaller pieces so that it melts more quickly. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so I have my goat's milk soap base chopped up, and it's in this Pyrex mixing bowl. So I think what I'm actually going to do is melt it in the microwave, kind of like you do chocolate, 30 seconds at a time, just stirring it so that it doesn't burn. So let's go ahead and get this melted. Okay, so you can see it's not quite melted, but it is melting down, and I've been doing this in 15-minute increments. So it probably will take a total, not 15-minute, 30-second increments. It'll probably take a total of maybe 5 minutes to melt the whole bowl of it. So I'm going to go put it back in the microwave and keep on going. All right, so this is totally melted. And the first thing that you're going to add is you're going to add the essential oils. So I'm going to add probably 30 drops of essential oil. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. All right, stir that around. Hazel and Phoebe, of course. All right, so that gives it its fragrance. Then the next thing I'm going to add is the honey. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of honey in there. Stir the honey. And then between 3 and 5 tablespoons of the lavender flowers. And you just want to stir this around so it's all combined. Girls, I'll pour it into the molds and let it set. All right, go ahead. Pour it into the molds. Okay, they're all in their molds, and I've added some lavender buds to the top, and now I just have to let them cure for about 24 hours.
And here's a look at how they turned out. I think they're so sweet, and they would make perfect little love gifts or Christmas gifts, hostess gifts, something like that. And how easy were they? I will have everything to make these linked down below in our Amazon storefront.
Well, while we're working on Christmas gifts, let me give you an update on my homemade vanilla. You can see it is really getting dark. I started this in June, I believe, beginning of June. And here it is. It's just sitting in these ball jars, and I'm going to let it sit there until November, and then I'll decant it into smaller bottles and give it as Christmas gifts. Well, also along the lines of Christmas and Christmas gifting, We have gotten a lot of requests from people just curious about what are in our themed boxes, the fall box, the Christmas box. We have two others, Steeped in Stories and the Birds and the Bees. So I thought what I would do is share with you an example of what would be in a couple of the boxes. The first one I'm going to share with you is the Steeped in Stories box, and that is for the book and tea lover in your life. And in case you wanted to order this as a gift for someone, we have them on our website. You can purchase them, and you can put down for the mailing address, the address of the person you would like it to be mailed to directly, or we can mail it to you and you can then gift it to the person. Either way works. And if you would like us to hold it to a specific date, hold off mailing it out until December 1st or 15th or whatever that might be, we are happy to do that. There is a place when you order it to leave us a little note about that. And you can always shoot us an email at relativelyrefined@gmail.com. So they make great gift boxes for people, who can be difficult to buy for, or you just are not sure what to get, or you want something a little bit different. We curate each of the boxes, and there are some common elements in the boxes, and then there are some unique elements and some things that we have selected specifically for the box. So let me give you an example of what might be in a Steeped in Stories box. So I'm just going to unpack one. So since it's steeped in stories and it has to do with book and tea lovers, of course, there are going to be a couple of different teas included in that. For example, this is one we have. It's a literary tea. It's a Jane Austen tea. So that's really fun, and it fits in with the theme of books. And then also this Chapters tea, which again references the book aspect of it. So you might get a couple of teas in there. You might also get something like this. This is a little mug mat. When you put your steaming mug of tea on it, it gives off a beautiful scent. And this one says, "You can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me." It's a quote by C.S. Lewis. So that might be something that would be in there. We may include a couple of these little honey swizzle sticks or maple swizzle sticks for stirring and sweetening your tea. Let's see what else. Possibly a little magnetic memo pad. And this one, as you can see, has a beautiful little teapot and teacup and a little strawberry dessert. Looks like maybe a fruit tart or something. Super cute. And then we do select some vintage items. So those, of course, would be different in almost all of the boxes. But for example, this one might include a book. This is a book called Dear Laura, and it's letters from children to Laura Ingalls Wilder, who, of course, is the author of the Little House on the Prairie books. So that might be in there. And then in this one, for example, a set of teacups and saucers. So these are all items that we have sourced secondhand, thrifted, and we like to include some sort of themed item. So here's an example of what might be in the box. And then also in this, maybe here's another example, like a little tiny, this is a butter pad, I think, but I would imagine you could put a tea bag on there. And then I do always include one little special handmade item in each box. So for example, in the fall boxes, I did little canisters of matches with a fall theme around them. So that's something that would be also in the box. So as you can see, it really is a great value for the money, and the fun of it is just for the recipient to open it up and see what each of the items are that are included. So that is an example of our Steeped in Stories box. And now let me show you our Birds and the Bees box. All right, so I have right here in front of me the Birds and the Bees box. And so let me show you what might be in one of those boxes. So let me start out with, first of all, this really sweet little beeswax candle. It's in the shape of a bee skep, and it's very cute. It's super petite, but just so darling. So we'd have the little beeswax candle. And then we have also in this box a mug mat, and this one says Queen Bee. And again, if you put a warm cup of any kind of liquid on this, the scent is wonderful. And it's released by putting the warm drink on top of it. Also another little very sweet list. I love these magnetic list pads. You know, when you get over a certain age, you have to write lists or forget it. It goes in and it goes out. My biggest challenge right now is remembering to bring my list when I go somewhere. I'll make a beautiful list, but sometimes the list doesn't make it with me. So then I've resorted to taking a picture of my list so that if I have my phone with me, I can at least look at my phone to see the list. But anyway, this little magnetic list pad, very, very cute. So that's an example. Then included are also two of these really beautiful La Roche bee tumblers. These are a favorite of my sisters and I. So a pair of those. And of course, since bees and honey are a thing, again, the honey swizzle sticks. Then you might get a set of these bee dish towels or tea towels. Super cute. I love these. Or possibly this one with the bird on it, a flour sack towel. Now, I happen to be a big fan of flour sack towels, and I just think this one is particularly darling with the bluebird on it. And then also included is one of the double bee oyster shell trinket dishes. Get this out of here and hold this up. These are a super popular item on our shop, and we are always selling out of these. So there is that. And then, of course, as I mentioned, we always choose a vintage item or a secondhand thrifted item, usually vintage, that we can include in the box. And in this particular box is this darling little Ainsley jar. It has a little bird on it. So cute. And so that is just an example of what might be in one of the birds and the bees boxes. And as I mentioned, each box is just slightly different. So you might get some of these items and some different ones. You may get this particular box if you order it, and I happen to have this box ready to go. But you can order them on our website at relativelyrefined.com. I'll put that down here. And as I said, they make wonderful gifts. They make great gifts for people in your life that, you know, just want something a little different. My mom is going to be ordering a box. She called me the other day. She wants a box, a birds and the bees box for her, the girl who does her hair. She loves the way she does her hair, and she's wonderful. And so my mom really wanted to give her something nice at Christmas time. I think she's a single mom and could probably use a little cheer at Christmas time in the form of a surprise gift box. But anyway, as I said, you can order them now and let us know to ship them out later. You can order them and have them shipped to you or shipped to somebody else. But we do have limited quantities of all of the boxes. The fall box sold out. The Christmas box is very, very close to being sold out. So if it is, I'll try to put a note down here on this video if it is sold out by the time this video goes live. But right now we do have a limited number of the Christmas boxes still available, and then we do have some of each of the Steeped in Stories and the Birds and the Bees boxes. So go check out our website. There's lots of other fun things on there that you might enjoy looking at. And we thank you so much for your support of our little online shop. It really is such a dream come true for my sisters and I. We love it. It's so fun to curate the items that we have. We love putting together these boxes. So much fun. And you know, a fun thing to do is if you can think of another theme for us to do a gift box around, leave that down in the comments. We'd love to hear your ideas. All right. Thanks so much. I received a very special package today from my friend Mariana. We have been friends since high school, and she lives in Colorado now, but she is a fan of the channel, and she sent me the cutest package. When I opened it up, it said, "Have tea with me." And then underneath that was this beautiful gift basket full of all kinds of goodies. We have some Werther's candies, some no doubt homemade treats by Mariana, all kinds of homemade treats, and then a little jar with an air plant in it, but it looks like a little teapot for a single cup of tea. Mariana, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness, here's the tea right here. Berry Boost, Blueberry Boost. This could not be any sweeter. Mariana, thank you so much. What a thoughtful gift. Thank you so much, my sweet friend. Little treats are scones. They look to be. I can't wait to try them. And Mariana, when I am having tea, I will be definitely thinking of you, and I will be there in spirit having a cup of tea with you, my friend. Thank you again. All right, Neve, you're taste testing it.
It's so good.
What's the flavor?
It's like banana and chocolate. It's like
Mariana, big hit, big hit.
Good.
I don't know if it'll get through tonight.
I know.
We haven't even made the tea yet.
Right.
All right.
So good.
Thanks again.
Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave us a comment. Is there a themed box you would like us to do? What did you enjoy out of the haul? We love hearing from you. And if you know somebody who might enjoy this kind of a video, go ahead and share it. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. It's free and it really helps us out. All right, everybody, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.